around for for another couple of weeks until that overtakes The Mandalorian, but I think it will. I do think it will. Right, final bit of news, and this I wanted to spend a bit of time on because it's a big bit of news, and that's that Buffy the Vampire Slayer's Charisma Carpenter has revealed the extent of Joss Whedon's bullying while she was filming Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel. She was in both shows. So it's, I really do, I think you should all go and read her tweets. So she posted a statement about what was going on while she filmed, while she was working with Joss Whedon on both shows, and it really is quite. It's not nice. It doesn't make for nice reading because I'll be completely honest with you. I was growing up. Buffy the Vampire Slayer was one of my favorite shows. Firefly was one of my favorite shows. Angel was one of my favorite shows. I loved, for instance, the first Avengers film, and I was really a big fan of Joss Whedon's. I thought Joss Whedon, the shows he made were brilliant. I thought the films he like afterwards, the Avengers movies, maybe not so much Age of Ultron, but I really did think Avengers was incredible. And reading all of this, it's really upsetting because you find out what these people are really like. I mean, it's the same. I suppose it could be the same. It's not really on the same level as like a Roman Polanski or forgetting his name, but there are a lot of directors out there and people that you respect and that you would not so much admire, but you admire their work. Let's say it's a really difficult thing to talk about, and then you find out what they're really like behind the scenes, and it's just terrible. It's really horrible. It's cruel. The things. I'm not going to read her whole statement. I think you should go and read it for yourselves, but she did give the caption "My Truth" and then hashtag I stand with Ray Fisher. So this is what I was alluding to at the beginning of the show, is something that Ray Fisher has really started. As far as Joss Whedon's concerned, there has been talk about this before. I mean, his Joss Whedon's ex-wife has actually spoken about this in the past as well, and said that he's a bully, that he manipulates people, and this is something now over the last couple of years that's been out there, and it seems as though I'm pretty sure this will probably open up the floodgates to more people talking about him and speaking out against him, and things like calling her fat when she was pregnant, and that is just not any way you should treat a human being, let alone like you shouldn't treat your employee that way. It's a workplace environment, first of all. You wouldn't want to go to work and be treated like that by anybody. You're a human. You wouldn't want to be treated like that by another human either. It's just not. It's not fair. It's not nice. It's not kind. It's not human. And the way he has put people down over the years, and Charisma Carpenter was, she was had a pretty big part on those shows, and it's something that she talks about the anxiety she's felt since that, and that's, could you say that someone like Joss Whedon almost kind of ruined her career? She played Cordelia Chase in Buffy and Angel, and that again, it's so upsetting because it's really not something that you want to read. It's not something. Imagine if you were at work and someone was like that to you. Of course you would go to HR, but it's very different if you're in an environment where, I'm pretty sure there are loads of different. I know there are loads of different environments where this is the case, but where it's the director and the creator of something, or there's like the CEO, for instance, is directly saying you will lose your job if you don't do this. And we've heard like reports of what he was trying to get Gal Gadot to do on the set of Justice League, and it's if you watch these things again now, it's probably it comes up as being. Some of his stuff, some of his work is a bit suspect as well. And before I finish the show, I want to make sure that Charisma Carpenter she was in The Expendables, she was in Veronica Mars, she was in Charmed. So she's been in a lot of stuff since, but she was definitely, so it's not like Joss Whedon ruined her career, which he was actually, if you read her statement, he was really threatening to do. He was threatening to get her sacked and and things like that. And it's just terrible for a young actor's self-esteem to have to go through that. And refusing to take her calls when she was pregnant, so that she didn't have to film at 1 o'clock in the morning, which apparently he was asking people to do and asking her to do, and that he had his favourites and he was bullying a lot of people on set. So I'm hoping this will be the end of him. I hope he doesn't work again, because you can't get away with treating people like that. You really can't. And I know it sounds like I'm probably blabbing about this now, but it's something that I really do feel very strongly about. And I think Joss Whedon will get his just desserts, and that he won't really be able to do anything in the entertainment industry anymore. He left his show The Nevers, and it seems as though that was a result of the Justice League investigation. So as far as Joss Whedon is concerned, I'm pretty sure he's over, which is a good thing. And I mean, we knew that he was doing this kind of stuff, but it's still quite, when you read it like this, and the tweet's gone viral. So she got over almost 50,000 likes and 18,000 retweets. So it's done. It's good. She's got her story out there. It's, of course, Joss Whedon was someone that was definitely protected by people, and it was made difficult to say anything against him for a long, long time. He was still getting, got the Avengers gig, he got the Avengers Age of Ultron gig, he got the Justice League gig. He was actually given the Batgirl gig to direct that film, to write and direct it, which, thinking back to that, you think, oh my God, giving him that, considering how he's treated women.